Hey man, no Camille. They just don't like Leon. They have a vendetta against him between this game and last game, and I think that going for the ban on Lee Sin away from Ghost Reaper especially is the best play could go towards, and it is forcing a rather big response. What is he gonna have to play early on in that jungle in Hydro? So I'm intrigued to see what is going to be the take on Varus for the entirety of Na'Vi, but that chain of corruption alone is going to be insane. And whoa, okay, Friend on Blitzcrank, they picked it a few days, actually I think it was yesterday. And Friend on Blitzcrank is insanely talented. So I am really hyped to see if he can do good on this one once again.
And I really like the change there. They were hovering the Alistar. They were planning on picking the Alistar. But once they saw the Varus, the change up was made to go for the Blitzcrank. Varus is another one of those ADCs that is very immobile and very susceptible to getting picked off, especially if he's trying to charge up one of those arrows. Very important for this Rakan to be extremely heads up on trying to counteract the Blitzcrank grabs with his own engages. And this is going to be an interesting bot lane matchup if we get the 2v2. It'll be interesting to see if that pairing even ends up happening for the majority of this game.
Oh, I'm seeing this one. This first Drake is going to be Infernal, and they got Blitzcrank, so they're going to stay as a 5-man team. I mean, that's what you're really expecting. It's just, if you can find the initial grab, it's big. Oh, Ghost Reaper, nice little dodge. It's going to be good to go. Nice little poke also from Mumu with the Varus. I'm also, before we do get into any big action or fights happening at this stage, I'm seeing a lot of people asking, is there a website to check out the brackets and also the past few games? Liquipedia, I posted it a few times in the comments. You can go check it out. Liquipedia is updated live. Thank you, by the way. Whoever is watching and updating it live is awesome. Tournament. So there you go. Liquipedia is going to be the place to be. But at the end, they tried to use Blitzcrank for some early pressure. We're going to have a little bit of a lane swap, especially from Friend and Doom, which using Blitzcrank in a 1v2 situation, I mean, is great. And you can see that Garen, he doesn't want to get anywhere close to that.
Leon was so close to going down there as Rakan just caught him with the very edge of the knockup. And now with the 2v1, Leon did grab the honey fruit, but it was mostly just to deny Mumu from being able to pick that up as they were going to be pushing in. So Leon has to recall. Now we get the traditional lane swap of both teams trying to rush down the turret. Garen going to try and stall and delay as long as he can up here, but Duck is lurking, and here we go.
Yeah, they're going to be having the Shroud for himself, staying a little bit hidden, which is great, and they're not able to really threaten that tower. The grab also misses. Garen played this one so well, but the knockup could be coming on through. Rocket grab also goes for the ignite in product. Oh, that was a way too close of a call. One tower shot, and he was gone. That was first blood. But the tower falls on down. Good execution early on from Na'Vi. They get also a significant gold lead early on, already 1.4k. So that was looking amazing, and unfortunately for them, Garen was just way too good with that initial Shroud coming on through.
Yeah, and Garen learning his lesson from the previous game where he got dove early and fell. This time stays alive and keeps his turret healthy. This turret's barely even touched up here. So a massive lead for Na'Vi in terms of just momentum on the map as they get that first turret in the bottom lane. Their top turret's barely even touched, and now they can rotate their dual lane up to the top side of the map before Dragon spawns. They have a couple of minutes to try and get some extra work in on this top tower as well. Lots of gold being fed onto the Varus at the moment. This is a big start.
Amazing start once again here. Let's not forget if they take it 2-1, that's going to be also big for Team Kesso, looking to contest top 3 positions in their favor. So, a little bit of zoning. Garen, and I like it. Garen here is going to put himself always in the 1v2 situation because he knows with that Twilight Shroud, he's very hard to target under tower. And he's just playing to his win condition. He knows that it's making it really hard for Tribe to really find those respective matchups. Grab comes on through though, will be connecting. A lot of damage. The Blade Caller will not be able to find that route. Now to the top side, Cataclysm, a little bit off. Leon looking to be in a really bad spot, but he should be good. Pops the shield also. And he's going to be as good as new. Also, a lot of CC used, actually. He doesn't even have that shockwave. And Emproduct joins in last second. He has level 5, so he pops the ulti instantly. And this is going to be Na'Vi on the back foot. Tribe just going to be engaging so deep. And Mimi might get poked on down. He hits it perfectly. The Dragon is popping the hell off. And Na'Vi securing themselves Tribe going to secure themselves the 2 first kills of this game.
Yeah, big mistake there from the Orianna. That was a very late shockwave that had no chance of hitting. And
everything
if that
missed.
Saved, then they likely kill Snitch if they save that ultimate and are able to use it on the Corki instead. So definitely a little bit of a misstep there from the side of Na'Vi, giving up that kill as well. But they do get some pressure. They, again, are going to be keeping themselves with a nice little opportunity for this Dragon. But in the bottom lane, we did see that turret did fall, and Tribe, as a result of this, does have themselves the gold lead They just all went back to base and spent, so they've got items on a few of their key carries, the Zaya and the Corki in particular, having their first items complete. A big ball. Oh, that's a free dragon.
Oh, the kill goes the way of friend, but it doesn't matter now because that solidifies that man advantage. Also, Corki, Snitch is going to be joining the party a little bit late for sure, but he's still going to be in there. Garen going to try and go on deep if he can. They're going to be ulted for. Oh, the knockup is insane coming out from Juicy, and there's not much it can do. Also, that's going to be the Drake adding true damage to the kit of this Shyvana, and is ready for round 2. Cataclysm into the Shockwave. Tribe, they are struggling now, and they're going to get re-engaged upon Garen, going for kill after kill, and that should be friend also falling down. Sure, the Drake goes the way of Tribe, but at the end of the day, the kills are looking dominant. Snitch going to find an extra trade-off. It's going to go straight back up, and Garen is actually really low, so Snitch got to be very careful, and I think that Garen is just not willing to take that fight, and he is indeed going to move away from that entirely. But Infernal Drake going away off Tribe, that is going to be big, especially knowing the Shyvana is in their composition.
Yeah, Corki Rocket actually almost caught Garen on the way out, but
it's close,
like I said, killing the way of Navi, but it is ultimately that dragon, which is the most important part of that. And right now Mumu is in a world of trouble, and again, Varus has no escape tools. He's just gonna fall there to the 4-man roam from the side of Tribe. But I really liked what Leon did there. Right as the dragon was getting low, he throws the ultimate down and knocks back the J4. Even though he was over the wall, it knocked him further back, prevented him from being able to EQ combo in and potentially get that smite steal, securing the dragon for the side of Tribe. So that's kind of led to why they lost the team fight as well, was the ultimates just had to be used kind of for zoning, but it did work out in their favor. And here comes the big dragon working her way on in.
No of an overstep from Emperor. Got to be careful. Into the chain of corruption. That's going to be Leon. Going to have to use the body slam to move back to safety. Friend got the grab, potentially back off cooldown very soon. He can use it if needed. Great poke, though, by the way. Emperor Duct is going to be put pretty low, and especially because he's going to be the jungler, he's not going to be able to go for the Herald too easily. Going to go for the engage. Great grab, connects. Snitch is going to be on the other side, tries to go for the Shockwave also, but that is going to be a very dead Orianna. But now it's time for Garen to shine. Picks up one, greatly executed on his end, and it's going to be maybe a double kill even, and that is going to be going the way of Varus. Mumu looking good. A lot of back and forth in this game, but Na'Vi not giving up whatsoever, and I am enjoying how they've been potentially trying to respond here.
And Rift Herald going to be the focus here, but there is vision for Tribe. It does get cleared out now, but they know this is happening, and here they come for the collapse.
Yeah, great man. A grand entrance is going to be big for Juicy. They're going to be actually having that game stolen away from them. Greatly executed, and now Doom on the Blade Caller going to be able to just buy a lot of breathing space for Leon. But that Herald being taken down, that is going to be some extra lane pressure applied later on. And now Snitch joins on forward with the ulti, dashing on forward. Garen just can't do much, and he's going to go down once again. Some extra gold. Blitzcrank playing the KS game apparently here, but it doesn't matter. As long as they get the kills, that is what matters. And yeah, once again, a lot of back and forth, but that still was really not expected for them. Potentially a grab, not going to go for the knockup initially to make sure he can hit that CC Wombo combo. And that's a very dead Orianna once again. Sky struggling to stay relevant with that pickup.
And I really like the Proto Belt pickup here for Blitzcrank, as it just gives him another tool to get in and make these plays happen. You know, he can throw the hook from distance or use that Proto Belt to really surprise someone by jumping in toward them and giving them less time to react to the Blitzcrank grab. Or even if the grab misses, he can Proto Belt in and then still use his knockup. So there's so many options now for this Blitzcrank to be the primary engage tool for the side of Tribe, between the pull, the Proto Belt dash, and a flash. There's so many ways for him to get into a fight and get onto the target that he wants to pick. So love the itemization there. It's not something that you would really necessarily expect to see from a support Blitzcrank. You know, usually you're going to be looking for the locket or you know, some tool to help the rest of the team, but it's almost a greedy pick or a greedy itemization, but it is there to help the team by letting him get those picks. That's what this entire composition is focused on.
It's an itemization that's really based on the early stage too. Now getting into the mid game, it is just to get those lead for your teammates. Blitzcrank does lose relevancy later on into the game. He struggles in big head-on-head 5v5 team fights. You're going to go for the grab. Does connect though onto a very good target. It's going to be Ghost Reaper onto the front line. But though the damage coming up from Mumu, not really expected. And Tribe struggling, but that's because Shyvana is nowhere to be seen. They're going to go for the repush. Unfortunately, Garen is going to be out of commission entirely. And Snitch going to go for the engage, but this time, unfortunately, uses dash straight into the Cataclysm. Not much you can really do in the grand scheme of things. But though, also in the top side, they're going to be cracking so many towers. And Doom going to actually try and stop those backports from actually happening. And he's able to get it with a held Emperor Duck, making that entire situation so worthwhile. And he's even going for the dive into the Shockwave. Not much he can do. He's going to take another tower shot. What a great play from Sky. But at the end, that is going to be a bear and open Nexus. One more fight, and Tribe could be looking to close off this entire game.
That was all just a bait at the dragon, a distraction for Duck to make those look. Leon just flies on in and gets the kill. That's gonna be another turn. A big pull. Tribe all of a sudden just dismantling the members of Na'Vi, as now Juicy is gonna go in to try and delay this, just stall things out a little bit, try and recollect themselves. But Tribe, they're keeping this pressure up.
It's just been 10,000 IQ, really. It is. I just can't put any the other word. The map pressure has just been so clean on their side.
The job by Doom to delay those recalls, if he had managed to stop the Orianna recall as well, that's game over.
Yeah.
And Shyvana just wins the game. So
was Herald too?
Very nice play there by Tribe to recognize that they had an opportunity. Didn't quite get the full game completion, but they get that inhibitor turret. They get a lot of pressure and even damage done onto the Nexus. And then able to find a couple more kills and objectives as well to just increase this gold lead. This is looking pretty rough for the side of Na'Vi.
I like how Frenny's just on the front line. He has no one there to follow up on his engage, but they were just so scared because it's Blitzcrank after all, going to go straight for the Cataclysm. But without your team, I don't know what you were trying to execute there, Ghost Reaper, and this is looking so sour. Although the damage going to be actually rather impactful. This is looking actually potentially really strong for Na'Vi. As Tribe going to have to move forward. Leon going to be potentially going down to the Ignite. Survives on the last tick of health. And going to pop that Honey Fruit to get back into the fight. But Snitch remaining untouched throughout the entire fight. But hey, got to say, Na'Vi surprisingly, I thought that fight initially was easy for Tribe. But they proven me wrong, which I love to see.
Yeah, I'm going to need a replay of that one because I'm pretty sure I saw the Orianna Shockwave miss too. And to have a fight where you got someone picked off right at the start and the Shockwave misses and you still come out on top, that is incredible from the side of Na'Vi. So definitely going to be wanting to see the replay, see exactly what happened there, because all of a sudden, it was, like you said, it looked so good for Tribe at the start. Then all of a sudden, multiple members just falling at the same time. They still have the lead. They still have the gold advantage, about 6,000 gold in their favor. And they are going to have this pressure advantage for the rest of the game, unless Na'Vi can get some of these turrets down themselves. But we are going to be having Baron is alive. Dragon is still a little ways off. So both teams going to be focusing a little bit more on this top side of the map.
So many players of Tribe are already up to 10,000 gold lead. It's going to be the case for Corki, Zaya, also Shyvana. And on the other side, quite a few, especially Varus, played by Mimi is going to be in a pretty bad spot. Good for the engaged. Wombo combos are connecting straight into also that Cataclysm. The Shockwave is going to be huge, but at the end, they're not going to be able to take that one head on. Garen also not being there. Oh, the snipe on Mimi connects, and that is going to be an instant death onto Leon. He's out of commission entirely. Garen maybe looking for 1v1, and Emperor Duck, unfortunately, not much you can do. Sure, your Shyvana was one Drake, but they lost the Cloud earlier, and he has not had that position where he can take those 1v1s as of yet. And Na'Vi, we thought they were potentially losing this game entirely. They are making this comeback happen in so many big ways. I'm loving to see that happen.
Yeah, they are absolutely making the plays that they have to. We saw this in the previous game as well. When they fall behind, they are actually very good at playing from behind and not letting a game get completely out of hand. They do still have an uphill battle. Like, let's not mince words here. They are not winning this game right now, but they are playing exceptionally well for the position that they are in. They are giving themselves the opportunity to make this comeback happen.
They're making things work. Next Drake is going to be up. It's going to be Ocean. Once again, that is going to be big for Tribe if they can get it, as they have a Shyvana in their ranks. But friend, there's enough vision in the bush, but he's maybe going to try and go. Oh, there you go. Now they got the vision. They got the ward down. Maybe a nice grab. If they can take down this tower, that will be big, especially. Get some more pressure, because now Tribe, all they have to do is just go back to their first tower in mid, and they're somewhat safe. So taking that down would be a big winning condition for Na'Vi, at least for these early game fights. I say early game. We're 30 minutes in, and in the world of Wildrift, that's already basically mid to late game, so we're getting at that point already. Ocean Drake's going to be taken early on. There you go. The Shockwave could be big from the Orianna as long as she gets in position. Stolen away. Really well done. Then the Cataclysm is going to be coming on through the Shockwave. The Wombo combo works out perfectly for Na'Vi. And now they keep on diving forward. Garen doing so much work. Going to have to go golden. But the Blade Caller of Doom is going to be the win condition. Turning the tides of that fight so well. Sure, they do so much damage, but Tribe remain alive as a three-man crew. And this is going to be them taking that fight dominantly. But even then, it was so close between these two teams, but the Blade Callers of Doom made that fight so much easier and peeled away all that engage for Tribe in their favor.
Not just that, but it was also the Shyvana and the Gragas that were the focuses at the start of that fight. Snitch was virtually untouched, just sitting on the back, throwing in rockets, throwing out that Gatling gun, and doing a ton of damage. They get the team fight victory as a result, and now they're going to get multiple turrets as well. The respawns all coming through almost simultaneously for the side of Na'Vi, but it is a second inhibitor turret down. That's 2 waves of super minions that will be steadily putting pressure on the side of Na'Vi. Baron is alive, and this is going to be very difficult now for the side of Na'Vi. They were looking so strong. They were really, it looked like they were going to be able to make that comeback happen, but that last team fight, Snitch able to stay alive. And if Snitch stays alive, if Snitch is able to just kind of remain untouched on the backlines, putting out that damage, there's no chance for Na'Vi to win a team fight.
It's so hard without a Camille with the Ectic Ultimatum to really pin him down. He's just such a versatile and mobile champion that it's so hard to really pin him down into position. Hectic forward from Friend, trying to go for the rocket grab, but unfortunately nothing is going to be coming out of that trade-off. And they also got himself a ward in the base, so if they want to go for a full teleport play, go back to base, buy TP, and just go straight for the engage. We saw it already happen just a few days ago. They'll grab on forward, and no, that is not where you want to be, Garen. They lose one of their top carries of this game, and now they're going to keep on diving. Emperor Duck on the front line, trying to make the most out of it. The Shockwave connects onto Leon, puts him down to 50% HP. This is not the finishing move for Tribe, unfortunately, taking a lot of damage on that follow-up engage, but Baron is still open for the taking, and that's exactly what Tribe are going to do.
Yeah, no Akali means that it's going to be very difficult for the side of Na'Vi to get in here, especially when there's no Shockwave available either. Aaron just falls so quickly, and that is going to be a big objective for Tribe here to help try and push and secure this game. The next dragon is going to be that Mountain Soul, the Elder, coming through in a couple of seconds is when it will tick over to being Elder instead of just a regular old Mountain Drake. And that is going to be a difficult task if the game even goes that long. I don't know if we're even going to see this dragon spawn, as it is going to be Tribe with Baron pushing in on the one lane of turrets that still stand for Na'Vi here in this bottom lane.
I'm surprised we're not seeing more armor coming out, actually, from Na'Vi. Knowing that there's such a big AD composition from Tribe, except, of course, for Leon and that Gragas, but I am surprised we're not seeing a little bit more, especially from the likes of Druzy on that Rakan, and also for Ghost Reaper, going to try and exit forward, for going for the grab, not going to connect. Great engage, though. Snitch going to have to go golden with that Exonia, and he's going to be instantly taken down, and exactly, you said it earlier here, their win condition is to take him down, but Ghost Reaper overstepping is welcome. They go straight for the Nexus, and that is going to be game. Tribe take the game and take the series 2-1 versus Na'Vi. What a way to close off today's stream.
Tribe with 2 beauty on Snitch, but who cares when you're just ending the game at the back in the base? So great job here by Tribe. It was a very close game. I want to give, again, a lot of credit to Na'Vi for the way they played these last 2 games. From a very large deficit in both games, they are able to kind of stall it out, give themselves